Hey everyone, I'm Isaac and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2024. It's almost Christmas, so a lot of people are going to be flying around this time. It tends to be a pretty safe method of travel, but what if it wasn't? Well, that's essentially the basis for Netflix's latest film, CarryOn. Given how bad a lot of Netflix's output has been this year, I didn't expect too much from this one, even if it got slightly more promotion than most of Netflix's other films. But then the reviews came out and people were really liking it, so I checked it out to see if the hype was warranted. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but it was. It centers around Ethan, a TSA security guard who gets blackmailed by a mysterious passenger trying to smuggle a dangerous package onto a plane under the threat of killing not just his really pretty girlfriend Nora, like seriously, she is gorgeous, but also the thousands of civilians in the airport. It's a pretty simple premise for an action thriller, but it's well executed with a strong amount of suspense and intrigue, and it constantly had me on the edge of my seat. This is especially apparent in the dynamic between Ethan and the Traveler getting more and more tense as the film progresses, and the latter's plans get more unhinged. This also extends to the action scenes, which don't happen too often, but when they do, they are really exciting. They use the airport setting to its fullest, on top of the fights being expertly choreographed, paced, and shot, adding to the palpable tension caused by the overarching conflict. The actors were also a highlight, especially Taron Egerton and Jason Bateman, but the other actors did a good job too. Although now I'm really mad Taron isn't in more action movies, because if this one is anything to go off of, it's a genre that he was made for. However, even if I thought CarryOn was a good movie overall, it's sadly not without its faults. For one, there's the villain, the Traveler. Jason Bateman's performance really sold the cold and calculating nature of the character, but his motives aren't very well defined beyond him doing what he does because he feels like it. He's definitely a credible threat given how much of an absolute pure evil monster he is, but I wish the movie gave more of a reason for him to be the bad guy. Also, there's a few points during the middle of the film that feel pretty dragged out and could have easily been cut or reworked without changing too much of the movie, as they largely feel like they're trying to artificially add tension without adding to the story. Otherwise, CarryOn was a surprisingly great movie, especially for Netflix's standards. It could have used some work in the writing department, but there's a strong amount of action and tension making for a worthwhile watch in time for the holidays. I'd also say it's a solid choice if you're in the mood for a good action flick. 8 out of 10, glad Netflix still knows how to make good movies. Next time, I'll be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Mufasa the Lion King. One of them I'm really excited for, the other one not as much. If you want to see those videos and more like this one, then be sure to subscribe to the Isaac Carthy channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.